The San Francisco 49ers are staring at the possibility of dramatic change within their wide receiver room as they prepare for the upcoming league year, and the implications could reshape the identity of Kyle Shanahan's offense in 2026. During recent comments, General Manager John Lynch made it clear that Brandon Aiyuk no longer factors into the franchise's long-term plans. Speaking in Indianapolis, Lynch acknowledged that a move is expected once the new league year officially begins, signaling the likely end of what was once viewed as a foundational partnership. While the organization would prefer to extract value via trade, league executives around the NFL understand the complications involved. Aiyuk's recent injury history has raised durability concerns, and reports of a strained relationship between player and team have diminished leverage in negotiations. In a league governed by salary cap precision and locker room chemistry, those dynamics matter. As a result, a release, though less desirable from an asset management perspective, may ultimately prove the most realistic outcome. Should Aiyuk depart, the 49ers would not only lose one of their most explosive perimeter threats, but also a player who has consistently commanded defensive attention. His route-running precision and ability to separate at all three levels made him a critical outlet for quarterback Brock Purdy. Removing that element from Shanahan's scheme demands either internal development or external reinforcement, and time is not necessarily a luxury for a team with championship aspirations. Compounding the situation is the uncertainty surrounding several other receivers. Jauan, Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, and Sky Moore are all scheduled to test free agency. Jennings has long served as a physical, reliable option in key situations, particularly on third down. Bourne offers familiarity and veteran savvy, while Moore represents developmental upside. Losing multiple contributors simultaneously would thin the depth chart considerably. If those departures materialize, San Francisco could enter offseason workouts with Ricky Pearsall and Demarcus Robinson positioned near the top of the depth chart, accompanied by largely unproven options behind them. Pearsall, still early in his career, has flash promise but has yet to establish consistent, high-level production. Robinson brings experience but profiles more comfortably as a complementary piece than a primary offensive focal point. For a team built to contend immediately, that configuration introduces risk. It is within this context that the connection to veteran star Mike Evans gains momentum. Bleacher Report's Alex Ballentine recently matched each NFL team with an ideal free agent addition, and pairing the 49ers with Evans felt less speculative and more intuitive. The fit addresses need, philosophy, and competitive window in one move. Evans, a longtime pillar of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, has spent his entire 12-year NFL career in Tampa Bay. Since entering the league as a first-round selection in 2014, he has amassed 13,052 receiving yards and 108 touchdowns. Those figures place him among the most productive receivers of his era. Before an injury-limited 2025 campaign restricted him to 8 games, Evans had recorded at least 1,000 receiving yards in each of his first 11 seasons, a streak that underscores extraordinary consistency. His accolades further reinforce that resume. 6 Pro Bowl selections, 2 second-team All-Pro honors, and a Super Bowl championship. Production across different quarterbacks, offensive systems, and roster transitions speaks to adaptability and professionalism. For a 49ers team potentially facing turnover at multiple pass-catching positions, those qualities carry tangible value. NFL insider Jason La Canfora has reported that San Francisco is expected to show interest in Evans once free agency opens. Such interest aligns with competitive logic. If Evans is to wear a uniform other than Tampa Bay's, logic suggests he would prioritize a legitimate Super Bowl contender at this stage of his career. The 49ers, despite battling injuries across the roster last season, still managed to win 12 regular season games and secure a playoff victory. That baseline competitiveness, combined with Shanahan's offensive creativity, could appeal strongly to a veteran seeking one more championship run. From a schematic perspective, Evans offers dimensions that align cleanly with San Francisco's needs. Shanahan's system thrives on versatility. Receivers who can line up across formations, contribute as blockers in the run game, and create mismatches in space. Evans' size and strength on the perimeter make him a formidable red zone target, an area where the 49ers could benefit from a reliable contested catch specialist, particularly while George Kittle continues his recovery from a torn Achilles. Kittle's injury introduces uncertainty regarding early season availability and explosiveness. Even if he returns by week 1, reintegration into peak form may take time. Evans could mitigate that transitional period by providing a dominant presence near the goal line. His ability to high-point the football, shield defenders with his frame, and convert tight window throws would expand Purdy's margin for error in scoring situations. Beyond red zone value, Evans' run-blocking ability should not be overlooked. Shanahan's offense demands engagement from wide receivers on the edge to spring outside zone runs and screen concepts. Evans' physicality and willingness to embrace contact would complement a ground attack often centered around dynamic backfield play. His presence could help maintain offensive balance rather than skewing heavily toward either the pass or the run. There is also the matter of leadership. The 49ers locker room has long benefited from strong veteran voices, but transitions can test cohesion. Introducing a player who has navigated playoff pressure, roster turnover, and championship expectations would reinforce stability. Evans' experience across multiple coaching staffs and quarterback changes in Tampa Bay demonstrates resilience and adaptability, traits valuable to a team recalibrating its receiving core. Financial considerations inevitably accompany any major free agent pursuit. Evans will command meaningful compensation, even at 33 years old. However, for a franchise operating within a championship window, strategic short-term investments can outweigh long-term caution. Structuring a deal that preserves future flexibility while maximizing immediate impact would be central to negotiations. The 49ers front office has historically balanced aggression with prudence, and this scenario would test that equilibrium. Critics might question whether age and recent injury signal decline. Yet evaluating Evans solely through the lens of an 8-game season ignores over a decade of durability and production. Players of his caliber often adjust their game as athletic traits subtly evolve, leaning more heavily on technique, positioning, and football intelligence. Evans' route refinement and contested catch mastery suggest he could remain effective even if pure speed diminishes. For Purdy, the addition of Evans would represent more than statistical reinforcement. It would provide psychological assurance. Young quarterbacks often benefit from a trusted, physically dominant target capable of rescuing imperfect throws. Evans' catch radius and body control along the boundary would expand Purdy's comfort zone, potentially encouraging more aggressive downfield attempts. Ultimately, the 49ers' offseason at wide receiver hinges on alignment between opportunity and urgency. The likely departure of Aiyuk, combined with potential free agent losses, creates both vulnerability and flexibility. Vulnerability, because proven production could vanish quickly. Flexibility, because roster spots and cap allocations open pathways to transformative additions. If San Francisco chooses to pursue Evans decisively, the move would signal continued commitment to immediate contention. It would acknowledge the volatility of the position while proactively stabilizing it. Championship windows are fleeting in the NFL, and standing idle amid uncertainty risks erosion. As the league year approaches, speculation will intensify. Negotiations will unfold behind closed doors, and leverage will shift with each development. Yet the strategic logic remains straightforward. A contender facing wide receiver turnover could secure proven excellence in one decisive move. Should Evans ultimately trade Tampa Bay red for San Francisco gold, it would not merely fill a roster spot. It would reinforce ambition, resilience, and belief that the 49ers remain firmly in pursuit of another Lombardi trophy. Comment if you think the 49ers should sign Mike Evans. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.